It is so interesting reading old comics. And I'm not talking about the ones from the 80s. I'm talking about, like, if you want to start someone's first appearance. Like, Daredevil is always a character I like. I always enjoyed, Born Again and the Netflix show and the movie and the theatrical cut. I am a theatrical cut Daredevil apologist. I will say that. But I never really dive into the character. I always liked the character. So I thought, I'll go and read some Daredevil. And I thought I would do the smart thing, which is start at the beginning and make my head go, why 1964? It was a whole different era because this is probably for modern day standards not that great, but from 1964 standards, it was pretty good. I mean, first things first, everything has a kind of comedic tone to it. Like, the way, like, the whole story is, I mean, one, it's telling your story. Daredevil was pretty much the same telling, but he becomes Daredevil because he wants to find the Fixer, who is responsible for his father's death. Of course, the whole concept is Matt's father is a boxer, and he was meant to lose a fight, but he won instead, and the Fixer's men, Fixer ordered a hit on him and murders him. And so Matt is seeking vengeance on the Fixer to bring him to justice and that whole thing, right? And you're kind of, I don't know how to put it. But when I say everything has a comedic tone, I mean I'm talking about the action. Like, everything has a light aspect to it. Like, the concept of, like probably modern day standards, Matt would be contemplating. Matt would be, like, feeling a lot of anger. Like, this is the guy who killed his dad. But in this, it's him flipping around, cracking jokes, and doing the typical, "Fixer, I'm here for your justice." Yeah, he's doing the typical superhero shit, right? "Stop there, citizen! Stop there!" He's doing doing, like, comedic stuff like, "Oh, the Fixer, Daredevil hits the Fixer with a bin." And not as in, like, he picks up the bin and whacks it across his face. No, as in the Fixer, as in rolling the bin like it's a barrel. So again, like a barrel, and hits him, which makes the Fixer go, "Oh, heart attack! Oh, I have a heart attack." It's so interesting reading that. Because it's also interesting reading a lighthearted Daredevil, unless you read the Mark Waid one. But it's so interesting reading a heartfelt, lighthearted Daredevil because we're so used to, like, dark and broody Daredevil. We're so used to him basically being Marvel's Batman. Like, we're so used to that. And it's just, like, there's nothing. It is one of those weird, interesting things going on. And also, like, the dialogue is, like, from the villains of, "Hey, you know, that's a weird get up." Like, everything's, like, the typical mafia kind of dialogue, and, always missing is, "Hey, get about it." That's always missing. Karen Page, not so good. Because all her dialogue in this, I mean, to be fair, she's only in, like, combined 2 pages, maybe 4 panels in the entire bunch. But she's like, "Oh, I'm the assistant, but I'm so into Matt Murdock because, oh my god, he's so thoughtful and all that, he's so cute and da 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 da." Like, I'm always a big fan. Like, yeah, sure, you want to dive into the whole, like, hey, I'm into a guy, my character is, I'm into a person, but make that more than just a person. But again, 12 cents, 1964 is a whole different standards, and that, um, and that, but it's, I mean, probably reading this issue is all about setting expectations. It's about having your head in a nice loop. Yeah, it's remember what it is. I mean, the cover itself says a lot. I mean, looking at this cover right now, it says remember, and they're using the other Marvel characters. Of course, at the time, probably they just introduced Spider-Man and Fantastic Four, and so they're pumping those characters up, and it says, and probably in their heads, it's like, oh, okay, if we put Spider-Man in the cover, if we put the Fantastic Four on the cover, that people might actually buy the book, and of course they actually did. But they said, remember when we introduced Spider-Man? A worthy companion magazine to such time greats as the fabulous Fantastic Four. In this issue, you will meet the most unusual hero of Matt Murdock, the glorious Cameron Page, and the loving Fozzie Nelson. Now we continue the mighty Marvel edition with Daredevil. Can you guess why Daredevil is so different from all the other crime fighters? A, he has no powers, and 2, he's blind. Kind of curious how long it takes until he wears the wed. I mean, technically he's wearing the wed, but like, yeah, the more Daredevil outfit that we all kind of linked him to, because like, what was the reason of the yellow? Like, what was it, like Daredevil as in like Daredevil bikers versus like, I think that's the reason, like the stunt performance, that this is meant to look like a stunt performance suit with the devil theme. And then someone, I think a bunch of people just complain like, "Oh, you don't like the costume," and they just gave him red, which worked, because the word devil in his name, and that, but yeah, I mean, look, it's not going to be the most interesting issue, it's not going to be, and it's the origin story, and I have seen the origin story. I have read Man Out Fear. I have seen the more in-depth, more elaborate version of Daredevil, of his origin story, than the Stop You Citizen version. But yeah, and also like him explaining it, like, okay, let's be honest. In movies, let's be honest, comics have been very integration with movies, right? So they're using the show don't tell method with it. This is like, and my guess the Stan Lee method is, I'm telling you a story, let me tell you that story. Like, once upon a time, blah 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 blah. And it has that. But like Matt saying like, oh, I also have radar sense. Oh, I also have radar sense. Like, I can turn quickly, but he's sneaking so far behind me. But because his feet are like foot stumps, I'm like, yeah. Curious how long Bullseye shows up. Yeah, how long until Bullseye? Because I say Bullseye because I know Kingpin ain't gonna show up till the 80s. I mean, I can still read some 60s Kingpin, but he's linked to Spider-Man. So when he was also known as Fat Man because he just bought for his belly to fight Spider-Man. So there's that whole thing. Anyway, comment below. Let me know if you've read the first issue. Let me know your thoughts. Interesting experience. Yeah.